So how long does it take to come back after you take a social media break? What you have to realize is people do get burned out of making content on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. A lot of things happen. You might get sick, a family member gets sick, things happen, and you have to take a break from making your content. And the thing is, a lot of people ask, oh, if I take a break, will it hurt my channel? And the answer is yes. Yes, it is, and yes, it will. And the thing is, YouTube and other things will say, hey, we prioritize the mental health of our YouTubers, of our creator community. But the fact is when you take a break, it will be punishing your channel and will hurt your overall channel, okay? So I want to give you that idea in the first place. I'm not going to say taking a break isn't going to impact your channel, because it will, and it will impact it in a negative way. However, it does not have to destroy your channel. So if you do need to take a break, it's okay to take a break. But a lot of people ask, how long does it take to get back? Well, let's say you're making content quite regularly. Okay, this isn't people that do like once a month kind of things. This is more like weekly people, or maybe a couple times a week they're posting things, or maybe they're posting daily. There's a little bit more of a content creator that's really putting out a lot of stuff. And I want to say, if you're gone like a week or two, I mean, honestly, a week or two, it'll take you a few days to get back. It's not really going to have much of an impact. During those 2 weeks you're gone, you won't have your boost of having new content, but after a few days back of consistently putting out content, you'll get back in the algorithm and you'll be back in no time. So, you go away for 1 or 2 weeks on vacation, you're going to be fine. In a couple days, you're back to normal, okay? Or relatively a few days. Let's say a few days, you're back to normal, all right? Now, the thing is, though, once you start taking longer, let's say you go for more than a month. Man, if you're gone for a month, it's going to take you maybe, I don't know, 2 to 3 to 4 weeks to really get things back going again. And I'm going to talk about the reasons why, but it is true. Like, you're gone for a month, think about it. It's going to take me almost a month to get back to where I was. Because the thing is, at least within a month, people still kind of remember your content. And importantly, the algorithm still kind of remembers your content from a month ago. Now, if you take 2 to 3 months off, now we're getting in trouble. Now you're looking at over a month, maybe 2 months to get your content back to where it was, and that's when you start to get, man, it's going to take a while for me to like get back to where I was. It's kind of a tough thing, right? And then maybe you stop making videos for a long time. I'm going to tell you, if you stop making videos for over 6 months, okay, if you're one of those people like, I used to have a YouTube channel, I used it all the time, we had millions of followers, it was awesome, then I didn't make content for a few years, and then you try to start your channel up again, those people that you're 1 million followers, they're not going to see your videos. YouTube is not going to put those out. Instagram's not going to put those out to people in the numbers you think they are. Because honestly, if you've been gone for more than 6 months, it's like you have to start your entire channel over again, all right? And the thing is, you ask yourself, Mark, why? Why is that? YouTube says and Facebook says, we care about your mental health. Take a break if you need. But then why do they punish us? Well, it's not that they're trying to punish you, it's just there's a few things that happen. One thing you have is what's called algorithm decay, okay? And basically what happens here is, we have to realize is the platforms, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, you ever notice they always show the newest post first? That's what the algorithm prioritizes. And if you're not putting new content out, it sees you as someone that's given up and you're not putting out new things. So we're gonna find somebody that makes newer, fresher content about the stuff that you're talking about. We're gonna show that to those people instead of your old content, because the algorithm likes new. And this is where it's tough, because it's kind of like a snowball effect, because you have 1 week where you're not showing stuff, they show you a little bit less, and then fewer people are seeing your stuff, and you have another week off and then they show even less than there. And it kind of builds up and builds up in terms of the time they don't show your things. And when I say don't show your things, it means fewer and fewer people are seeing your little thumbnail pop up to click on. And the thing is, it's not just the algorithm that changes. That algorithm decay is one thing. There's also what we call as audience drift, and this is where people drift away from channels. I mean, how many of you still watch the first YouTubers you used to watch years ago? Dude, you drifted onto other content. You're like, ooh, I like this space channel, but then I found, oh, JMG space stuff. Oh, I like that even better, and you kind of drift away. It's the same thing. Think about it. You had your favorite restaurant. It was nice, but then you drifted to something else. The same thing happens with your audience. They drift onto other people that are making similar content to you. And if you're not making content, well, I need to have stuff about visiting France, and Mark's not putting out new videos. Well, Sam and Audrey are putting out on their channel. I'll watch theirs. And the people leave you and drift over to there. And so therefore, they've moved on from you, right? And that's kind of like, the wandering eye, love the one you're with, and they're not here anymore, so I'm gonna love this channel over here instead. So that's where that audience drift kind of comes in. And also, you actually have what's called relevance gap. I mean, think about it. If you're someone that really focuses on trends, like I'm always doing the latest dance stuff, well, the content you already have, if it's dance moves that were popular 10 years ago, and then 8 years ago, and 7 years ago, nobody's watching those videos anymore. They're not relevant at all to anybody. So even the content that gets put out to people isn't relevant to them anymore. And again, the audience has moved on, but also what you're known for becomes irrelevant. because you don't want to seem outdated in the content you're making if you're talking about trending things. That's why it's really important when you're making a comeback. If you want to bounce back, here's what we want you to do. One thing you gotta think about is you gotta have a strategy. Think about what videos you're gonna put out, what posts you're gonna put out, what are you gonna do to bring your audience back, okay? And one thing I recommend, if you've been gone for a while, like if you're gone for a week, you can say, hey, we were on vacation this week and move on. You have a post about that. But if you've been gone for 2 or 3 months, so a significant amount of time, it's a good idea to make a real video. Hey, we were gone, hey, I was out of town, my dad was sick, and so I had to take care of him. I just want you to know that we want to make content, but family came first. We're here for you now. We're back to talk about y'all see France, right? And so you want to have that, but explain to them why you were gone, but also that you are back and you will be consistently making content again to help them with whatever it is your channel focuses on. And when you come back, you cannot come back half, you know what, you got to be all in on this. The first month of coming back, especially, it's like the longer you're away, the longer this really consistently has to be. You need to posting every week consistently like they were before, maybe even more, to get people to trust, oh, they are making content again. Also to show the algorithm you're making content again. Because honestly, rebuilding the trust with your audience is important, but rebuilding your trust with the algorithm is probably more important to bring back your reach when it comes to YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. And the thing is, when you are making your strategy to come back, don't just post on the things you posted before. If you only did YouTube videos, yes, make your YouTube videos, but also do the little community posts, do the polls that are out there, go on Facebook and Instagram and use the stories, the reels, those kind of things to help build up hype to get more things so people can have more of a chance to see you and then remember you and then come back to you. Because all these little things you do, like the stories and the posts and stuff, the algorithm likes that, but also your audience likes that because it helps you kind of get in contact with them again. And more contact points you have with them, the more likely they're going to come back to your channel. Now, another thing I think is really important you need to do when you're coming back is you need to engage like heck. I mean, you need to engage all the time. When people start commenting, you have your video posted at 7 a.m. You're on at 7 a.m. All those first comments you're commenting on, but not just the first couple hours, all the first few weeks you're back, you're commenting on everybody's things. So they see, oh, he's back and he's engaging, he's back, and I want to comment on the next video because he wrote back on my last comment I had. And that's why it's really important, because that engagement shows the audience, hey, I didn't forget you, I'm here for you, and I'm back. Right? And that's going to help them come back to watch you. Also, engagement is great because the algorithm sees engagement as people really liking your content. And so when people see that you're commenting on other people's comments, you're engaging with them, they're more likely to comment themselves because they're hoping that you're going to comment back as well. Now, another thing that can help you out is, really repurpose your greatest hits. What is it that got people to really love your channel? Go look online, see what got people to subscribe to you. What's the one that had the biggest banger? What was your biggest hit? Redo that, repurpose that, use that energy, use that topic, use that to kind of remind people why they signed up with you in the first place, and you're back delivering that content again. So like for me, if I'm going to take a break for a while and I'm on my, let's say my travel channel, I'm gonna come back with the don'ts, and it's gonna be something about Paris, or it's gonna be something about London, it's gonna be something about a big tourist city, be like, hey, yo, baby, we're back, and here we are with what you love, our don'ts of travel, right? Because that reinforces, that's why you signed up. My Professor Wolters channel, I took time off of it because I was just making content for my students and trying to help them out. We come back from this, we're coming back with a whole series. This is part of it in terms of helping people start their own YouTube channel, helping people start their own social media platforms, right? So that all kind of goes together. So we're giving them a reason to come back and to stick around. And the thing is, I gotta tell you this, the longer you are away, the stronger your strategy and more developed your strategy is to bring back your audience needs to be. It can't just be, oh, I'm just gonna go back and do what I was doing before. No, you have to have a plan in terms of using other platforms, using other media, other ways to reach out to them. Like I said, stories, posts, reels, whatever, shorts, any of those things to try to get people back in the fold, all right? Because honestly, sometimes you have to take a break from making content and you are punished for it on all platforms, and it sucks, but I want you to know it's not the end. You can come back from taking a break on your channel. It just takes a strategy and time, and probably quite a bit of energy. Anyway, if you have questions about running social media, please let us know in the comments below so we can make videos like this to help fellow content creators like you get back on track. Bye from here in Nancy, France.